research and development. Sorry, research and development, but I'll probably say that coming to speak about this, some of you will be saying, what would the engineer be saying what has not been said? Because a lot of people have talked about this commercialization. I like my colleague, Dr. Chakawia, talking about just do it. I like it because it reminds me of this company, I think it's Nike, and it says just do it. And I also like that. But I probably would add something to what he has said, what my colleague has said, that you see, when you look at it, it's also like when you have a child in the home. The child always thinks that the mother cooks very well. My mother is the best cook. But in actual fact, when you look at it, it's because you haven't gone to the neighbors. Maybe the mother who is in the neighbor there, the neighbor is a better cook than your mother. So I like that because he's coming from down south. There's also my brother talking about the coming up with these vaccines. These are sort of like examples, case studies for me, success stories that I think, learn something about in this session. I think I've learned something because, well, I'm talking about neighbors, so I think I can learn something from them. Maybe they are the best cook than what we have. Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, I'm talking about commercialization of research and development. Ideally, a proposal for collaboration between industry and institutions of higher learning. This is like an institutional perspective. I come from the Harare Institute of Technology, a new institution that I think you all know, established in 2005. And as Prof. Parawira has said, I am the Dean of the School of Engineering and the School of Industrial Sciences and Technology. In the presentation, I probably have a mouthful, but I'll try to cut it short because of time. I'll just look at the background in understanding of what research and development is all about in terms of models. I know people have sort of assumed that everybody knows, but I thought I would unpack some of these issues. Current scenario with regards research and development commercialization, the perceived challenges, the solutions, recommendations, what technology transfer is all about, and the role of intellectual property. As has been mentioned, I was indeed a nominee for the Sarima 2015 Awards for technology transfer. I didn't win it, but at least I was a nominee. Ladies and gentlemen, the first thing is to look at the big picture. What is the big picture? For me, the big picture is nurturing innovative technological ideas, products and processes into active business entities that might eventually graduate into big corporate companies, in the process creating high-value jobs, and then simultaneously inject resources into local authorities through your fees and into the fiscus, our fiscus via taxes. The ideas could be from research and development centers, it could be from academia, or existing company operations where research and development is strong. One would say, what is the big question? For me, the big question that I want you to relate to is whether commercializing technology and research and development output has any positive impact on economic development. Because that's the big question that we have. My colleague, again, I refer to Dr. Chakawia, talks about being fearless and facing the challenges that we have. As a country, we've got problems. We've got the Chihuta problem, we've got the Bond Notes problem. What else do we have? We have all these challenges and problems. And if you go to our institutions of higher learning, a multitude, a big bag of these problems. But I would say that it's like a wind, wind blowing. And there are people building walls, against the wind. But for some of us, scientists and engineers, we are building windmills. And that's what we should do. The key mission, I would say that the key mission is to provide space for research-based ideas with a commercial potential. I think this was very underlined. This was very much underlined by my previous speakers. What are the challenges to technology commercialization? I don't know whether you've thought about it. But foremost, we talk about recognition of potential, avoiding technology push. I'll define technology push for you, for some of you who don't know what technology push is all about. Focusing on market pool, I'll also define market pool. Some of you don't know what market pool is all about. Regulatory hurdles, access to capital, and finally, management. Ladies and gentlemen, I said I would define technology push, isn't it? What is technology push? For some who don't know what technology push is all about, it's like a scenario where you have an innovator who sees an opportunity to profit from a technology that has little or no current market. Now, an entirely new market is created based on the novel capacities of this technology. That, ladies and gentlemen, would conclude us to say users do not know they need a product until it is there. Right? Then, if I can go to the market pool, for some of you who also don't know what market pool is all about, if I have to define it, look, it's like when you look at it and consider that it occurs when existing firms seek better technologies to reduce their cost of production or to make marginal improvements in the quality of their existing products. I have highlighted here that the market actually pulls technology into it, right? A need exists and there is currently no technology to meet the need. That's the market pull. I hope I've added some vocabulary, right, to you. Yeah. Understanding research and development. People talk about research and development, but sometimes I find it difficult to say, do they really understand what research and development is all about? The research and development model makes a linear and one-way outlook between three consecutive stages. Ladies and gentlemen, basic research, applied research, and development research. All of you here know you'll identify with any one of these. But look, we are starting with basic research, then we have applied research, then we have development research. Now, this I would call a triple helix model, and it's a triple helix model for technology development, right? You have academy, you have business, and you have government involved in this. And it's also based on the research and development